Hello, this is a reading for Libra for 2023 January. Welcome to the table, Libra. I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again for you. I'm an intuitive reader and I read in real time. I hope that you will. Christmas hasn't taken too much of a toll on you. I use a 10 card spread with 5 cards along the top row and 5 cards along the bottom row. I talk about each one of those cards as they come out, and then I overlay them with a second deck and I talk about those cards as well, and then I pull the reading together towards the end. Oops, just tuck him back in. It gets messy sometimes. The flowers are from my garden. Everything's late this year, we've had so much rain. Okay, let's commence the reading. Two of Cups in reverse on the top row. 6 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles upright, and the Tower upright. In the bottom row we've got 8 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Swords upright, 9 of Pentacles upright, 3 of Swords upright, and the Devil in reverse. I'll show you the bottom of the deck. Okay, we've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. Just lay that there. Now talk about these cards. 2 of Cups is about two people loving one another, caring and sharing and being generous with each other, showing their love and appreciating each other completely. It's in the reverse. So perhaps you're not sharing enough love with your partner, or not expressing your love fully with your partner. If that's the case, that could be the case. I actually for the first time noticed this, the corticus, so perhaps one of you is not well. This is the victory card. So sense of victory, normally having won something, achieved something, being proud of your success and having time to celebrate it and being acknowledged by the people around you. And that's in reverse. So perhaps that's not happening for you. You're not being acknowledged, or not being given credit for the things that you do. That could be the case too. I apologise there. I get tongue-tied occasionally. Okay. So here we've got the 5 of Cups. As you can see, it's quite a dark card. Feeling a bit lonely, a bit depressed, a bit sad, not looking at the cups behind you, looking only at the ones that have already spilt and turned over, the things here that didn't bring you satisfaction, perhaps brought you some sadness because you've got the head bowed here. So quite a dark card. Dark sky, feeling a little bit depressed and down. But you do need to notice the waters keep flowing, okay? The water keeps flowing. It does bring new stuff. It washes away the pain and brings new stuff towards you, or new energy towards you. So with a river, particularly a river in flood, it moves fast. Here it's not showing a flood, but all rivers and all bodies of water do move, even if slowly, and it will take you away from your sad place eventually. Okay, so you do need to look at the water and allow it to flow through. If you're having some sad times, I'm saying let that flow through you, acknowledge it, be part of it, because the sadness and the grief and the loss of something is it's important that we look at it. Life isn't all about happy times. We need to look at the sad times too, and we need to dwell on it long enough so that we are aware of how our body feels and how it makes us feel. Let the tears flow if necessary. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this woman is very focused on her pentacle. That can be about values or money or investments, anything, assets, anything like that. She's very focused. She's worked hard to get where she is. She's quite abundant. She's very static though. She's, as you can see, she's purely focused on that money. She's not doing anything else. She's just focusing on that money. Now you've got the Tower. This is the bit that everybody doesn't like. This is where the crown comes off. The crown is blasted off the Tower. Now right next to that you've got the Queen. She's wearing a crown. So it's that, it's about the loss of the identity. It's a sort of a disruption of your identity. So something that happens that blows away your sense of security and your identity. And in this case, this woman is wearing the crown because she is the Queen of the Pentacles. So she is very focused on the Pentacles. So if something happens that changes that, you know, if you were focused entirely on your Pentacles and the stock market crashes, then you will lose your crown of Pentacles, your Pentacle crown, and you will have to reassess. So something here that will be a sudden change, a sudden lightning bolt moment, or a lightning strike moment even in your mind that will change the way you look at things. But it's coming out from the outward, so it's likely to be something external. Okay, this is the Eight of Cups. Bit of darkness in the night, wanting to walk away, wanting to leave everything behind. This is a real sort of a sad energy. So you've got a couple of sad energy here. You've got the 5 there and you've got the 8 here. So some sadness here. You're wanting to leave behind. Here you're actually taking action. There you're just standing and looking. Okay. In this one you're not making any efforts to move. And here, luckily, you're taking action. And even walking away is a more active card than the 5. The 5 is neutral. You just stand there and feel your grief and your pain and your disappointment. Here, this is deciding to make a move forward. But in this case, it's in reverse. So perhaps you haven't made that decision yet. This is perhaps something that's in the background of your mind. Perhaps you're still here. This is a past, present and future in January. So this is sort of probably, I'd imagine, mid-January, or the present moment, coming into the present moment, mid-January, where you're looking at some regrets or loss or grief, and this wondering about whether to walk away. There's something gone wrong here in a relationship, I think. Either you're not expressing your love or not showing your love. Someone's sick perhaps they can't show their love. Maybe there's a separation. I'm not quite sure. I'm not getting any indication really of a separation. But the corticus here is something that I'm not normally aware of. Because these people only have eyes and attention and love for each other. No others. Okay, here you've got the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords is about needing to take some rest, recovery, a time of darkness again, sadness, time to think, put down your sword. No action here, there's no action. He's just lying quietly, waiting to recuperate, regathering your strength. So if there was a sickness here, this would be one of you gathering, I'd imagine you, Libra, gathering your strength, waiting to recover. It's a blessing here. Don't lose hope. Sometimes if you've been ill, it takes a while to recover. Let's keep going. We've got the 9 of Pentacles here. As you can see, she's wealthy, standing in her garden. She's nice clothing, nice surroundings. She's confident, self-assured, self-respect. She's worked hard to achieve what she's achieved. This is the heartbreak card. So some sort of pain, emotional pain. It's not very clear from this reading where the emotional pain's coming from. But you've got the Four of Swords here and the Three of Swords here and the Two of Cups in reverse. So perhaps there's some sort of pain. Looks like this card here at the top, the overall energy. Looks like some squabbles, some arguments, some trying to defend yourself, find your ground. Could be confusion. But probably some sort of squabbles. Maybe you didn't win. Maybe you had an argument and didn't win. That's possible, but this is normally a victory card, so perhaps you're not being acknowledged. Perhaps you're not being given credit for the things that you do. And you've got the Devil card underneath the Tower. So the Devil is some sort of enslavement, bondage. No, that can be anything. That can be sexual bondage. It can be unreciprocated love, where you're focused purely on one person and they're only focused on themselves. Sort of a narcissistic relationship where the person is not feeding you the kind of, not giving any emotional return. They're keeping all the emotions, all the good emotions for themselves, taking yours but not giving you anything in return. It can be drug abuse, alcohol, anything. It can be overwork, but it's underneath the Tower, so something's going to change here that changes this altogether. I think it's going to be a final release, a letting go, a final letting go that's going to change everything. I think that's, looks like by the end of January it's all finished. Whatever it is, January there's going to be some release. And you may feel some sort of pain. This could be something to do with the past. Got dark clouds and tears. But the dark clouds is making me feel that it's something old and not something new. Some sort of pain with a separation or someone perhaps has been cruel. That's possible. Perhaps somebody hasn't given you credit. Perhaps someone's been cruel. Perhaps someone here has taken your generosity and your love and just thrown them on the ground. Perhaps they've abused. It's kind of an abuse where people take the good things that you offer to them and then trample them underfoot. That happens. Okay. So Libra, I might clarify them with these cards today. I quite like these little cat cards. We might use those. We clarify these cards for Libra today. Either way though, Libra, I mean, these cards look quite dark here at the end, but I think that's a really positive change because there's two people here and there's two people here. You've got the Tower, which is sort of like the Devil. It's blowing the crown off, so it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything. It will release you, I think, from this trap, whatever that trap is. And it feels old. This card feels really old for some reason today. Normally I wouldn't say that, but it feels like something from long ago. Again, this is sort of the energy of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and the Tower's the third, 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling very much something old is finished by the end of January, which is wonderful. Okay, let's clarify these cards for Libra. Okay, Queen of Wands in reverse. The fire energy, as you can see. Somebody who's creative and fertile and abundant, but in reverse. So perhaps you're not being as creative or as fertile or as abundant as you'd like to be. Turning that over because I'm not taking cards unless I ask for it. Can we clarify the Six of Wands, please? Six of Wands. Okay, we've got two. All right, both of them have fallen out. So we have got the Two of Cups again, which is in the upright position. So you've got the Two of Cups twice, so this is in the upright position now. And we have the Magician in reverse. So Magician, you'll notice how large the cup is there. So it looks to me like the balance has been restored somehow. You know, this cup, because these ones are in reverse and these ones are upright right next to it, I do think somehow maybe there's some little squabble that goes on that upsets the balance. That could be the case, but somehow that looks restored. Have a look. It's interesting that the black cat is on that card, because often black cats are considered part of magic as well. So perhaps you've created a little bit of magic there, Libra. I'm not quite sure. Again, there's a possibility of sickness there, but that's normally not associated with that card. Let's have a look at this Five of Cups. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. Something new coming towards you. Ace of Pentacles is money coming towards you, new opportunities to create money. Okay, so that's good. So again, don't focus too long on the grief. Allow the grief to reach you, acknowledge it, feel it, and then turn around and have a look and see if there's anything else that can be done. But you've got the Ace of Pentacles there, so that's rather a nice energy coming towards you from the cosmos. You can see this is coming out of the clouds. So this is a gift. And the cosmos does give us gifts. Just when we think nothing's happening, the world energy and the cosmos allows gifts to come towards us. Be ready for it. Make sure you've got your head up mid-January to look for any opportunities coming towards you. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles there. So it does look like something good is coming towards you towards the end of January, and it looks like it will change everything. Let's have a look at the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, got the Ace of Swords in reverse. As you can see, a breakthrough. This is a mental breakthrough, but it's in reverse. But again, it's truth, knowledge, knowing, inner knowing. In the reverse, again, this is from the cosmos. As you can see, this intuition, using your intuition. Make sure you use your intuition, okay? That's what this card is calling for. I'd suggest that you go deep within and use your intuition towards the end of January. Let's have a look at the Tower. So this is quite fast moving usually. This is fairly often dramatic. The Tower can be dramatic, fast moving. It just changes everything. Not necessarily something bad. Okay, got the World in reverse, so an ending. Okay, this is wonderful. The World is usually a very positive card. It's in reverse. And I think what it's asking you to do, Libra, is to step completely into the power of yourself so that you can manifest a complete ending as you. So that you become you fully. You become the person you're meant to be. I have a feeling that's what it's telling you here. To focus. To make this breakthrough. Using your intuition. I do feel that you know, you need to let go of your sort of your material outlook so much, you know, your corporeal outlook. I think perhaps you need to use your intuition more and become the real you, the real Libra, the one who focuses on in intellect with love and emotion, but also with great intuition. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this Eight of Cups and see what that's got to say. Eight of Cups. I normally don't mind this this card. I mean, a lot of people think it's depressing, but making a clean break is sometimes quite nice. Walking away from everything else. Look, if things don't make you happy, I don't see the point in staying. What is the point? You're just wasting time. And particularly if you've got 8 cups that none of them have made you happy. I mean, I think you've given, that would mean, to me, that would mean that you've given something quite a good chance. You know, that's just not a one-off. If things are not working out, you may as well move on. Just put the sun's got its eyes shut, and there's the moon. Sometimes this can be a decision that you think about in the night. Whether you take action or not is another thing. Let's clarify that card. So the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. It's definitely a card of taking action, though. You will see he's walking with a wand, and he has a wand there. He has a staff there to lean on. Okay. So he's gathered enough strength to lean on that staff and start walking. He's got his little red shoes on. He's active. He's decided to change, make a change. Okay, so don't be frightened of changes. Okay, a Chariot in the upright position. Fast moving energy coming in. Anything is possible when you've got the Chariot card there. But it's usually something that comes in fairly quickly, or some sort of a change that happens quickly. So perhaps this is a decision you make quickly. I'm leaving that behind. I'm moving forward. Let's have a look at this Four of Swords in reverse. Again, this is a very static card, a very stable card. Nothing's changing here, but sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to rest, regather your strength. Pray. Reflect. And allow your dream state to come to you. Maybe this is dreaming for you. Can be dreaming, because these are cards, these are swords. So swords is always about the mind and the words. He's let them go, but perhaps you're just allowing things to infiltrate your mind in the night, very quietly. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is usually talking about taking action with probably money or values, or making a move that changes your circumstances on a worldly level. So, you know, if you were talking about investing money, it would be warning you to be a little bit cautious. You've got one under the foot and one in the hand. By all means, invest some money if that's what you're thinking of doing, but don't invest a lot. Just invest what you want to and keep some behind. So this is taking action, but being not in a real great rush. Make your action considered. Okay, any action that you're going to take that changes here, because you're getting something coming in fast here. Don't be too hasty if it's got to do with money. Think carefully about it, because it may upset your stability. So be careful. Let's have a look here, because this is the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles, she's quite wealthy. Okay, Eight of Wands. Very fast moving energy there, all on fire. Everything there, the fuel there is on fire. So, you know, it's in reverse. So there could be some sort of a delay here, but there's messages. So you've got fast energy here and very fast energy here. So if you're anticipating a message of some sort, it may be something rash. Be careful any decisions you make are not too rash that end up burning yourself. Think everything through a bit carefully before you rush into doing something. This cat has rather an alarmed look on his face. This is, kind of fury. Rushing energy with fury sort of thing. So, you don't want to be creating a sort of a storm of energy around yourself that leaves you out of control. Because he looks quite furious. So we'll have a look. We've got the Three of Swords for Libra. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles, he looks very joyous. This is about money that's come towards you from hard work, for efforts that you've put in. It's in the upright positions, right next to the Nine of Pentacles and below the Queen of Pentacles. There's some sort of pain here. But like I said, this pain today feels very old. I'm not quite sure why. I'm not quite sure why this Three of Swords is here today. I might clarify that later, because the Eight of Pentacles is telling me about money coming towards you from your work. Something that leaves you satisfied. Something that you've created. So you've got three money cards here, 9, 8 and the Queen. And you've got here the Page of Pentacles. So the Page would be telling you to not be rash with your money. To weigh it up. Make sure that you balance things, that you don't make any hasty decisions. Okay, let's have a look at this Devil. Okay, or the Star. Okay, in reverse. Okay. Which is rather nice, because I think that's always, to me, that's about shining. It's about healing and shining, about finding balance. Again, this is intuition, divine assistance, what the cosmos delivers to you, and it's under the world. Both of them have a similar sort of feel to them. This one there is holding like a bottle of magic potion, and here the waters, the flowing waters of life. So I think this Devil situation, whatever that has been, something that's held you trapped and locked for perhaps a long time, that's also caused you some pain. I'm getting a feeling that these two are together. And maybe it's just been a very static situation. A situation that perhaps you felt small. Maybe you felt small or not strong enough. I'm not quite sure. But it does feel like that's going to change. I do think you're going to get some cosmic blessing coming here towards the end of January. And I do think you will step more into yourself here. But it does look like you've got some reasonable finances here on the table. I might clarify this Three of Swords, because that's a little bit unusual there. It doesn't really quite make sense. Except, of course, you've got these Five of Cups, but that can be disappointment in all sorts of things. So, maybe there's this underlying pain, but I think it's very old. It does feel old to me. It doesn't feel new. Let's clarify these Three of Swords. And I was just looking here at this card. Libra, perhaps you haven't been expressing your passion fully. If you're in a relationship. let's have a look at the Three of Swords. One more shuffle. Just feels a little bit... Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the Princess of Pentacles again. So this is the same energy as this. This is sort of a harvest card. A journey. Again, these are sort of journeys on a level that, you know, a journey that you've commenced, a journey that you've started, a journey you've chosen to start. Moving forward, getting the benefit. This card is a lovely card, has an energy. She's achieved, she's got her harvest there, she's climbing her mountain. This is her spiritual quest, or her quest that she started. Something you've started. It may have been slow and painful, this journey. And again here, because this one's associated with this, it looks like it's been something that's been slow in the coming. Very slow. It looks like you've been held back several times. It's caused you some pain, this journey, whatever this journey is. It looks like it's been painful and slow and long. But there's going to be a sudden change. Looks like in January there's some sort of a breakthrough here. This is using your intellect, making this breakthrough of truth and knowledge. This pain, I think, will disappear fairly soon. And this pain may have been caused by this devil energy here. Now, you could have been linked to somebody, put down. Maybe somebody's put you down, held you back. Could be any of those things. I might do one more card on that one. But actually it's rather lovely you've got the star, because this star is a very soothing energy as well. It's a little bit like Temperance. It's finding the balance again, finding your balance, finding the things that are important to you, the things that make you shine, things that make you who you are. You know, you're speaking the language of the trees and the birds here. So this is that lovely energy of being at peace with the cosmos around you, being in the garden with the animals and the flowers, and being able to speak their language. So both of these cards are quite nice. Again, here you've got this one as well. So this journey of yours is continuing, and you will feel better. And it does look like it's been a long, difficult journey. But again, when you start these journeys too, particularly if you start a spiritual journey, it can be a very long thing. You think it's going to be quick, but it can take, 10, 15 years, and then you reach one plateau and start another. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, the Ace of Cups. All right, that's in reverse. But again, that energy is overflowing. Peace and love and generosity and harmony, that's coming here. See, again, these are both in reverse, but I do think that's coming towards you. And if it doesn't quite make it in January, then it's coming soon. So don't be anxious about it not coming to you. It's there, and they'll be like a balm over the top of this devil energy. I'm going to leave it there. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to have a look quickly at the bottom of both decks, just out of curiosity. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Again, this is a 5 card. So this sort of feeling of never quite moving forward looks like it's leaving, because the 5 is sort of, it's a difficult energy. You know, 5s are quite a difficult, you're neither one way nor the other. Let's have a look at the bottom of this deck. And you've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. And I think in this case, this is often what I feel when I've got the 4 of Wands. This static period, I think, is probably going to come to an end soon. Because the 4 of Wands isn't always just about weddings. It can be stability and security and balance. But it does look like there's going to be some rapid changes here. So that's quite good. It's not an overly clear reading, but it does talk to me about some old pains and some old regrets, perhaps some old feelings, things not feeling quite right. But I do think that it's going to better itself as we keep moving through January. It does feel like a card that is pushing this way again. Luckily, these sort of darker energies are towards the back, even though the Devil's dark and the Tower is quite a threatening sort of a card. Because you've got these two here on the top and the World, so you've got three beautiful cards towards the end. They're all in reverse. And I think if something's coming towards you in January, these are all three beautiful cards. I think you've got to recognise them and make the most of them and try and bring your true self forward so that you can shine the way you're meant to shine, Libra. And then the world will be yours. But it does look like that's, a cycle has come to an end. And hopefully you'll be leaving some of these dark things behind and some of this pain that's been there a long time. And that can be from, people leaving your life and you leaving situations, but the pain lingers on sometimes for quite some time. Even if you have walked away from something, the residual pain can stay there for a little while. But don't worry, things that looking good. Bye for now, Libra.